Coming up, new challenges arise for those who rely on federal programs.
Healthcare workers unite in Santa Clara. Stay tuned to see why.
And Hillbomb San Francisco returns, but this time with a twist.
From the School of Journalism and Mass Communications at San Jose State University, your source for what's happening with a fresh perspective on today's issues. You're watching Update News.
Welcome to Update News. I'm Alex Diaz.
And I'm Tanya Ortega. As the government shutdown continues, those who rely on federal food programs are left wondering how they will get their next meal. Our reporter, Abigail Rodriguez, has a story.
The government shutdown has created challenges for many, including those who rely on federal nutrition assistance programs. For millions of Californians who rely on the program funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, SNAP, also known as CalFresh, this has led to uncertainty regarding how they will be able to afford their groceries. For CalFresh users like Juliana Alcaraz, this means she will now have to prioritize managing her budget.
If my benefits get reduced or eliminated, that's money I can't get to meet the grocery needs that I have, that I rely completely dependently on CalFresh.
The stress of not knowing what will happen to these benefits if the shutdown extends past October has left some looking for other resources. With potential benefit cuts, more people are turning to local food pantries to make ends meet.
We do acknowledge the students' anxiety, even us. We're trying to prepare or not put it on the side of it happening, and so we try to connect or we try to use our funds properly.
These resources are preparing for an even higher demand as the anxiety regarding the future of federal programs increases.
We are anticipating that there will be more people coming to one of our food distributions in order to get food assistance for their families, and we're doing our best to stay as flexible and as agile as we can in order to best meet that need.
Many are preparing for what could happen to federal food programs if the government shutdown extends past October. As the days go on, those who rely on SNAP will be dealing with the effects. In San Jose, Abigail Rodriguez, Update News.
One of California's leading healthcare providers, Kaiser Permanente, is on strike. These outraged workers unite in solidarity. Our reporter, Sophie Soprano, takes you to the scene.
Right behind me, dozens of Kaiser Permanente workers are on strike, demanding better pay and better working conditions.
On the corner of Lawrence Expressway and Homestead Road, Kaiser Permanente workers voiced their demands. The United Nurses Association of California / Union of Healthcare Professionals, known as UNAC-UHPC, has been negotiating for a new contract with Kaiser for months and has not yet reached an agreement.
We've been screaming this at the top of our lungs and we've been ignored. And so now we will forego our salaries to come and work harder and get that message out.
The union workers stated the changes they demand are not just for them, but to improve the quality of care for patients as well.
They know that our physician's assistants behind us, our nurse anesthetists, our physical therapists are all necessary for their health maintenance.
Members say their demands for a 25% increase in wages over 4 years, job security, workload relief, better scheduling, and staffing are reasonable and just. Walter Fulgham, a physician assistant at Kaiser for over 18 years, says that COVID has impacted medical workers.
And when COVID happened, we were heroes and we were supposed to be here taking care of people. But since then, we've been very burnt out.
In a statement sent to us by Kaiser representatives, they state the strike is disruptive and unnecessary. As the strike continues, both sides are hopeful to resolve this peacefully and as quickly as possible. The union workers are expected to be outside of the Santa Clara location protesting until Sunday morning. In Santa Clara, Sophie Soprano, Update News.
A long-standing San Francisco tradition that has struggled to keep its place has returned with a new location and a message. Our reporter, Abe Brettel, has the details.
Once a year, skaters flock to San Francisco's Hillbomb, an event where skaters skate down a steep hill. This year's event focused on supporting the Palestinian people amidst a devastating war.
You see them coming out for Palestine and having that rebellion spirit, having that resilience, and that's what skaters represent. And skaters out here for Palestine. Palestine has been a cause for so many people. It's a movement for the people.
Before the first wave of scares began to roll, speeches were made to the community, speeches that aimed to promote peace and acceptance among all groups.
A community built upon solidarity. May we allow no one to steal our joy.
Like, we have to come alongside them, let them know they're heard, they're seen, that we believe in them, that we are there for them, that we can share with them, and lift them up out of the low places they find themselves in. So that has nothing to do with religion or ethnicity. That just has to do with humanity.
In previous years, the event always occurred at the top of Dolores Park Hill. This year, it occurred at the top of Twin Peaks. Due to growing safety concerns and increased police activity, the event was in danger of ending. During the Hill Bomb of 2023, over 100 people were arrested. This event wasn't political on accident. According to their website, Hillbomb SF collaborated with over 60 organizations, all based in the Bay. Some say that skateboarding is a political act.
Skateboarding in and of itself is an act of sticking it to the man, more or less, right? You're reclaiming a public street, and there's a lot of, anarchist tilt tendencies associated with that.
Participants say that for them, skating is not just an activity, it also builds communities. In San Francisco, Abe Brattle, Update News.
A recent incident at South Bay High School has some concern about campus security. Our reporter Matt Meyer is live with the story.
Thanks, Alex. Authorities responded to a call at Independence High School last Thursday. Staff reported a man who was discovered motionless on the campus. He was later pronounced dead at the scene. The situation is raising questions about public campus safety.
Academic advisor Grace Villa works at Independence High School. She shares her thoughts on the incident.
I didn't necessarily find out through Independence or the district because they just sent an email that day, but we were on fall break. So that's why it was kind of alarming that I didn't really hear anything.
Villa says she and her coworkers were surprised at the school's lack of communication with staff regarding the situation. Dominic Rizzi teaches at Oak Grove High School, which is in the same district as Independence. He believes that transparent communication between administration and staff can make a difference.
There's an open line of communication with our admins that I feel really good about, that if I noticed something or wanted more information, I wouldn't feel weird about going to my admin to ask or to bring up a situation.
As for Oak Grove's vice principal, he gave insight to what specific improvements both parents and students can expect to come soon.
We have gone almost to a single point entry. We're not there yet, but we're securing the gates more often so that we can't have unwanted outside visitors, walking on the campus and potentially causing issues on campus.
Eastside Union High School District declined to comment, but released a statement saying classes were out of session at the time and that there's no ongoing threat to the school or to the public. Faculty I spoke to agree with the district and said they have faith in their campus's security policies. Live in San Jose, Matt Meyer, Update News.
When we come back.
Up next, a new program could give some San Jose State students a cheaper commute.
The Catholic Church makes strides towards modern ideas. Stay with us.
Will it continue to rain this week? Find out in this week's weather forecast.
The wait for many San Jose State commuter students is finally over, as the Go Pass program has been approved. I went out to see how this is benefiting students. Take a look.
Commuting to campus just got a lot more affordable for SJSU students. With the new partnership between Caltrain and the university, students can now purchase a Go Pass, which offers unlimited Caltrain rides for just $99 per academic year.
So it's really cost effective. If you are a frequent Caltrain user, it only makes sense to get the pass, because especially since SJSU offers this, that it's intended for students and it's beneficial.
The pass launched October 1st, which aims to make public transportation easier and accessible for students.
A regular Caltrain monthly pass does cost over $1,500 per year. And so if we were able to offer something like this at $99 per year, we did see that there would be a huge cost savings.
For many, this offers a financial relief, turning what used to be a costly ride into a simple tap and go.
I was able to go to the city the other day because I didn't have to
I have free train rides throughout all the zones, just all the time. So it's helping me get around to things outside of school. It's helping me get to school. Huge money saver.
And for many commuters, it's more than just a discount. It's a new way of getting around school and the Bay Area. Students may apply for the program through the Transportation Solutions Office or online using their SJSU ID. This process may take a few days to see if they're eligible or not for the pass.
With thousands of students expected to hop on board, this new pass could be the change many students are looking for.
With holidays around the corner, San Jose drivers are facing busier roads and new safety measures to keep traffic moving safely. Our reporter Angela Nguyen has the story.
Under a new pilot program, San Jose installed red light cameras on October 1st to improve road safety. This red light camera at Keys and South 3rd Street is one of 4 across the city. Speed cameras were also placed along stretches of Monterey Road and Branham Lane to catch drivers going over the limit.
I don't notice a difference at all, but yeah, I mean, if it is to protect society and citizens as they're driving, I think it can't be a bad thing.
Some drivers say any effort to reduce traffic is better than none. The city launched a 60-day warning period. No fines just yet, just notices and new signs to alert drivers. After that, running a red light will cost $486.
If I knew I was going to get a $500 ticket, I probably wouldn't want to be speeding.
Speeding remains the leading cause of fatalities in San Jose, with nearly 700 people injured or killed in 2022, according to a city report. Once enforcing begins, drivers exceeding the limit by 11 miles per hour or more will be ticketed, starting at $50.
We have this goal, this initiative to end severe injury crashes and fatality crashes. We as a city are taking strides to change the way infrastructure is built.
In San Jose, Angela Nguyen, Update News.
Catholic leader Pope Leo XIV has been speaking out against President Donald Trump's policies and how they're affecting certain communities. Our reporter, Dominic Herrera, has more.
In response to the wave of immigration crackdowns across the United States, the head of the Catholic Church, Pope Leo XIV, has voiced his support for immigrants targeted by the Trump administration.
I think it's just really encouraging to see someone with a lot of influence in the Christian general communities speak out against all the stuff happening right now.
The Newman Center is home for Catholic students at San Jose State, and members shared their response to the message of the Pope.
The church will always stand for the rights of individuals and for, making sure that everybody has the right to live and pursue a living space.
Pope Leo also spent time as a missionary in Peru, giving him firsthand experience of the life of people living in Latin America, the immigrants who are often targeted by the administration. And as the first Pope of the United States, Leo's concern for his home country is all the more impactful for some.
He definitely has a lot of experience and knowledge being aware of immigration issues, and the violation of human rights.
With 43% of Latinos in America identifying as Catholic, leaders of the faith already believe the Pope's messaging will resonate with followers, according to Pew Research Center.
Anyone who's already practicing as a Catholic and knows the Catholic faith would already be supporting it, but it does add a little more weight that this is what the Pope is saying, what we are all called to do as Catholics.
Reporting from the SJSU Catholic Newman Center, Dominic J. Herrera, Update News.
The weather's been wild this week.
I know, I was rained on my way to work.
Let's see what's happening with weather this week with Mohammed Najimi.
My name is Mohammed Najimi. Welcome to this week's weather forecast. After a very wet start to this week, we'll see some dry offshore winds and some warm up coming in for this weekend. However, for next week, we'll see some cool downs with some sun and clouds coming in. Looking back at our first storm of the season, San Jose took the win and saw over 1.5 inches of rain, which means that's over 500% on the monthly average for October. If we look at the daytime highs for tomorrow, we will see 79 on San Jose, 78 in Palo Alto, 80 in Morgan Hill, and 76 in Santa Clara. If we move on to the radar cast, we'll see some rain coming up from Portland to San Jose, but it won't reach San Jose as the rain will break apart. But the most you'll see is some clouds and maybe some drizzle. If we look onto the 7-day forecast, in Santa Cruz, it'll start off hot in 76, 79 on Friday and Saturday, and 65 and 64 on Tuesday and Wednesday. If we move on to Oakland, it'll start off hot on 76 and 82 on Friday and Saturday, but then it'll cool straight back down to 66 and 65. It'll act like this for everywhere, especially in San Francisco. Keep in mind, it's windy, windy, windy after Saturday. It'll start off on 75 and go up a little bit to 79 on Saturday, and it'll end up going down on 64 on Tuesday and Wednesday. If we move on to where we are here in San Jose, it'll start off pretty hot, starting off on 79 on Friday, and it'll spike up to 85 on Saturday, but then it'll go straight back down to 70 and 69 on Tuesday and Wednesday. And that has been your weekly weather forecast. Back to the desk.
When we come back,
don't go anywhere. See how one athlete made history at San Jose City College.
And watch how one family does their part to give back to the community.
Want to know what's happening in sports this week? Keep watching for Spartan Sports Central. Breaking barriers one kick at a time, a San Jose City College freshman is making history as the first woman ever to play and score for the Jaguars football team. I went to SJCC to meet Janine Lamoon and learn what this moment means to her.
I definitely didn't kind of seek out making any sort of history or do this for the purpose of being the first of anything.
Janine Lamoon practices every week, pushing boundaries one kick at a time, not just for her team, but for young women who dream of being a part of the game. For Lamoon, football isn't about being first, it's about belonging. After 11 years of soccer, Janine stopped playing in middle school, but in high school, a friend told her she should try kicking a football. She trusted her footing, took a shot, and found her new field. After being spotted by the Jaguars equipment manager, she earned a tryout and a spot on the team.
My favorite part about kicking is making points, and it's really fun to kind of have one job that you can practice and perfect.
In just her second game, a matchup against Santa Rosa Junior College, Lamoon became the first woman to score for SJCC, hitting an extra point, a 22-yard field goal, and a game-tying kick in the fourth quarter. Her coach and teammate say none of it was a surprise.
Our mantra is dirt, do it right today, and she's done it right every day she's been here.
Oh, it's great to even be a part of it. To hold for her.
The Jaguars may have lost that game, but Lamoon gained something bigger, the respect of her team and the confidence to inspire others.
Just not be scared to try something new, and even if they don't stick with it or like it, just go try it out, and who knows, maybe you will end up really liking it and it'll take you somewhere far.
Lamoon will continue kicking this season, reminding us that every shot is worth taking.
The San Jose State Spartans are coming off a tough 35-28 defeat to the Wyoming Laramie on Saturday. The Laramie scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to steal the victory from the Spartans. Our reporter, Mohamed Najimi, has more on how the team plans on fixing their late-game defense.
The Spartans held the lead for most of Saturday's game, but their defense couldn't hold off Wyoming late. SJSU has allowed 58 points in the fourth quarter this season, more than any other quarter. Starting QB Walker Eget left with an injury early in the third quarter, forcing backups Xavier Ward and Tama Amasone to step in. Eget returned late, completing 6 of 11 passes for 50 yards.
The defense could use a little bit of work. I think the safety, you got to lock in a little bit more. But overall, the offense, the wide receiver, I think he's carrying San Jose to the next level.
I think they really bring the heat in the beginning, but then it's towards the end, kind of dies off. We got to do better on that aspect for sure. Offense, we're doing really good, but it's just defense where we like it. So. With the fourth quarter struggles mounting, SJSU's coaching staff is focused on preparation and adjustments to avoid late game breakdowns.
We've watched a lot of film with the guys and how we can improve in those situations when we get in those spots. And, hopefully, moving forward, we get in that situation again, we can finish it.
With 3 or 4 losses, we couldn't close out games at the end. We had opportunities to close games, and we got to find a way to get that remedied. But I think a big part of it is we can't beat ourselves. So some of the mistakes that happen to us are are self-inflicted wounds.
Both Luang and Samdup agreed that the Spartans need to fix their fourth quarter mistakes if they hope to make the postseason. The Spartans acknowledge they struggled to stop late game scoring. With injuries forcing backups to play, they face a tough stretch as they try to finish games stronger. At San Jose State, I'm Muhammad Najimi, Update News.
Now we have Alex with the latest in this week's Spartan Sports Central.
Welcome to Spartan Sports Central. I'm Alex Diaz, and here's what's happening this week. San Jose State's football sits at 2-4 overall, 1-1 in the Mountain West, but last week's showdown in Wyoming was all about Danny Scudero. Scudero caught 4 touchdowns, breaking the single-game SJSU receiving record and tying the Mountain West record. His 72-yard pass score was the longest of his career and the longest pass of quarterback Walker Eggett's career. Eggett's 4 touchdown pass set a season high, tied a career high, and marked his 3rd straight game with 3 or more touchdowns. Scudero has gone over 100 yards in 4 straight games and 5 of 6 of the season. Next up, the Spartans travel to Utah State on October 17th and return home for Hawaii. Over in the pool, men's water polo is already in full swing. The Spartans have picked up wins over Long Beach, Laverne, and LMU while battling ranked opponents like USC and Cal to tight finishes. The team has anchored both ends of the pool, combining scoring power with tough defense. The home win over LMU set the tone for the rest of the conference play as Spartans look to stay ranked in the top 25 conversation. This week, there's 2 games on Saturday, first against Santa Clarita and then an alumni game at 3 p.m. Then the Spartans will stay home and face Pepperdine on Friday. And this week's Spartans Showcase, all eyes are on women's volleyball. The Spartans have been battling a loaded schedule, and Carly Hall made headlines with a triple-double play in their most recent win. This team's fast-paced attack and scrappy defense have kept them ranked in every match, including a close contest with 6th-ranked Cal earlier this season. Up next, they face Fresno State at home before hitting the road for conference play. If they can ride the momentum from Hall's performance, this could be the start of a major midseason push, making volleyball the game to keep your eyes on this week. And so record breakers on the gridiron, strong starts in the pool, and a volleyball squad rising at just the right time. That's your Spartan Sports Central. I'm Alex Diaz. Back to the desk.
As fewer orchards remain in San Jose, one family-run orchard continues to give back, donating its harvest year after year. Our reporter, Angela Nguyen, has the details.
In the foothills of San Jose, this 14-acre orchard has been a staple in the community for generations. Andrew Tower and his family have donated 850,000 pounds of oranges to Second Harvest Food Bank since 2018.
Being out here with my grandfather, through his actions, I learned the importance of giving.
Tower remembers his grandfather's kindness, a generosity that bears fruit to this day.
2 generations later, I'm the one that's helping be generous and give to the community.
Tower says these orange trees here are hand-picked by volunteers and then put into these crates and then donated to families in need.
Those volunteers come from Village Harvest, a nonprofit organization who works alongside the Tower family every season. This year, that work includes spraying his crops under a new county program to protect against Mediterranean fruit flies, even if that means
putting 200 miles on my boots, spraying the orchard, taking care of it, making the calls.
His work includes treating the orchards every 10 days in compliance with the California Department of Food and Agriculture. The treatment includes 95% molasses, 4% surfactant, and 1% hormone treatment, all to stunt the growth of fruit fly eggs. A Second Harvest spokesperson says the owners of this beloved local orchard has generously helped to put fresh, nutritious oranges on the tables of thousands of our neighbors, creating a true legacy of giving and community. As fewer local orchards remain, Andrew Tower and his family are keeping a legacy alive, one fruit at a time. In San Jose, Angela Nguyen, Update News.
Tanya, how often do you use public transit?
I take Caltrain mostly every single day to school and work.
Let's find out what students have to say in this week's State of the Spartans.
I try to use it as often as I can because public transportation is very important.
I don't use it too often. When I do use it though, I feel like there's a lot of room for improvement. I feel like if you look at other bigger cities, especially here in San Jose, we do have the BART and stuff.
I use public transportation almost every day. I commute back and forth. I take the bus every morning, every evening. I really like it. I think it's really nice.
I used it more for freshman year. Recently, I've been taking my own car because I have work after. But when I was using public transportation, I felt like it was pretty useful.
I use public transportation at least twice a week, and it's pretty good. I like the Clipper card they can have here because it's only $2, and you have unlimited like transfers and rides.
I've had a pretty good experience. Since I'm a student here, like I get the free like Clipper card thing, so like it's pretty easy to get to places. I've gone like off campus like only a few times, but like those few times it was really smooth like transportation.
And that does it for this week's edition of Update News.
For all of us here, thanks for joining us, and don't forget to follow our socials. See you next week.